Hello enemies and book lovers, my name is Ash. Wait, what? Wait, what's my name? Hello enemies and book lovers, my name is Ash and welcome back to my channel. We are going to be discussing today my 2023 plans for 2023. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to be talking about the plans I have for 2023 regarding my booktube channel as well as my books. So when it comes to my channel, I don't really think I have many plans for it. I just want to continue it. I want to make sure I am at least doing one video a week. That's like a manageable amount for me. I've been doing 2 a week almost all of December, which is mind-blowing. My mental health has been so good this month. I don't know what happened, but I've been happy recently. I deal with depression and anxiety, so I'm not happy all the time. This month, December, I've been happy a lot more than usual. I've been doing really well with my channel and my uploads, so I'm really happy about that. I don't really have a subscriber goal. Maybe if I want to be really like over the top optimistic, maybe 500 by the end of the year next year. That sounds like a lot though. That's a lot. Because I'm a smaller channel, it's gonna be a lot harder for me to grow. I'm almost at 300 and I don't even know if by the time I put this up, I might already be at 300, but that is mind-boggling to me. That is a lot of people and I don't expect to be getting a lot more considering I only upload like once a week if I'm, you know, being good, but still really appreciate it. I don't really care about the numbers that much right now. I kind of just like love the community, so I don't really mind regardless. So that's really all I have for my booktube channel. I don't really have a whole lot. I'm pretty new to this still. It's been maybe 8 months since I started, so I still have a lot I want to do and, you know, experiment with. So I'm just gonna have fun. I think that's like the biggest thing. Have fun on my channel. That's what I've been doing and loving everyone and just having a good time. In regards to my series, I already had a whole video about my series. For the new year, I'm going to be trying to complete series, but I'm not going to push myself to be stressed about it. I do want to finish a lot of the series I started a long time ago. The main ones being Throne of Glass, A Court of Thorns and Roses. I really want to make sure I finish the series I start, like a Dark Shade of Magic and the Shade of Magic trilogy, I should say. I want to try to read the book series that I start pretty fast instead of waiting like 2 years to continue it. I want to try, if I start a series, start it and then finish it within a few months of each other so that way I don't forget everything. My goal is to have no more than 15 series kind of ongoing at the same time. That could be completed series or ongoing series. I do not count books that are caught up. So if a series is caught up, so I've read 5 books and there's 8 coming out, but like they're not out yet, those don't count for me. So I'm gonna say that 15 of series I have not caught up to or completed. Right now, as I'm speaking, I think I have 12, but I have like 4 or 5 in the new year already. So far, that's not the best, but I will be completing them and hopefully prioritizing my series so I could complete them. So this is always a big thing with booktubers. We want to finish our series, but we also love starting series and new releases. I'm not a huge new release person, so I don't know if I'll be getting to that, but we'll see. I'll try. It also might be a bit boring to watch me talk about series every single month. Like I'll be having the same books coming up every month and that might be boring for a channel, but I just really want to prioritize it for me. A lot of backlogs books, and like I said, this might be a bit boring for viewers, so I hope that's okay. I'm going to be also reading a lot of high fantasy books next year. I still plan on reading romance and maybe a bit of YA, but I'm going to be prioritizing high fantasy, but I'm going to be sprinkling other things because YA and romance is very easy for me to consume, and high fantasy is just so hard for me to consume. Oh my god, in comparison, it takes me so much longer to finish high fantasy books or like epic adult fantasy books. So I'm going to still sprinkle in the smaller ones and I'm really looking forward to it because it's just like nice to just have that palette cleanser in between. So going to be doing that still. I'm not going to be changing my reading tastes for my channel. That's never going to happen. My reading tastes pretty solidified at this point, but it's still subject to change a little bit. I also have that I don't want to stress about my TBRs, so if I don't complete them, I'm not going to stress about it. I'm not going to have punishments for myself. I'm going to just try my best to read my TBRs, and if I can't, then I can't. I'm going to just do my best though. I don't want to be making TBR videos and not finishing them. I will mostly stick to them. I just might not to get to all of them. I'm trying to get to a certain word count every month, so I think my word count for the months are usually around 2,200 to 2,500. That's like my basic amount, but with high fantasy, it might be a little bit harder for me to reach those goals. So I'm gonna try to get to that. The amount of books doesn't matter to me. It's more the page count that matters to me because I could read 6 books a month if they're all 300 pages, but there could also be like 3 books that are all 500 pages and the 500-page books would take me longer. So it all just depends on the word count in that month. So I'm gonna try not to stress out about it if I can't finish them, but I will prioritize certain series over others. But I really want to try continuing and finishing series. I really want to make sure I read my books and so I can talk to you about it. Yeah, no stressing about TBRs. but I still will do TBR videos because I usually stick to them. Just sometimes I don't get to all the books. So updates about my Sims TBR videos. So Library Lotto, I might actually switch to a prompt for my sim because I don't want to add more books onto my TBRs along with my Sims. So I might just have my Library Lotto books be my Sims TBR pick. I do have one Library Lotto book in January, and if you don't know what that is, it's just me going to my library, picking random numbers, or having you all picking random numbers for me, and picking a random book off a shelf where I know nothing about. I don't look at it on Goodreads, I don't look at anything, no reviews, no ratings, not how many people have read it. I just read a random book from my library, talk about it, and then I check on Goodreads and see what it's about and all that fun stuff. I do have one in January, and I plan on doing a review and wrap up. I do not plan on doing a reading vlog anymore. I think the reading vlogs are too long. So I'm going to be doing just me discussing the 3 books I choose, or 2 books I choose, choosing one of those books, and then after that I will be doing like a little b-roll maybe of time passing by, things I've done that month, and then I'll be doing my review and recap of what the book is about, how I felt about it, and then looking at Goodreads together and seeing how much people read it and the rating and all that fun stuff. So I'm going to be doing that for a TBR prompt for my Sims because it's just a little bit more lenient with me. I really want to do it more often, my Library Lotto, but it's just hard to do when I have so many books already in my TBRs. So it will be now a prompt, which I think I'm still looking forward towards, and I'm excited about it. Speaking of Sims TBR videos, I also have added prompts. I think I have like about 6 prompts now. I will talk about that in my next like TBR video. I'm not gonna talk about it now, but I did add more prompts to it. So there are now genres and prompts, only a few though, and I'm excited about them. But this is also more chaotic for me because I might get ones I don't know if I want, but they're also pretty nice. Like a few that I might have to start new series with, and I'm scared. One of them is this. I will see. My sim, I really hope my sim is nice to me. We'll see about that. Sometimes she is. You know, usually she is. I think I'm not nice to her, and maybe she's just getting revenge on me. I've done a lot of mean things to the Sims in my Sims games in my whole life. I've been playing Sims since I was a kid. I've done some rude things, so maybe it's just revenge on me. I think that's what's happening. One of the last things I have planned for the new year is behind me. I've been talking about it. My last video I had these, oh shoot, I just knocked over a lamp. Ta-da! There are 30 books behind me wrapped up, as you can see most of them. Most of them are on the top row, some of them are on the bottom row. I hope I can read 10 of them. So if you wonder what these are books that I own that I have not started yet. These are series I haven't started yet, and just books in general that I haven't started yet. So I have, with my boyfriend and mine included, we have 185 books total, with mine and his included together. With only my books, I have 145 books that I own physically on my shelves. I have 2 bookshelves, one here, one in the bedroom. And so yeah, I have 145 as a whole total. There are 30 behind me that I have not read. These are the first books in the series. I have like a few books I don't own the first book in the series, so it's like the 3rd book, but it technically is there for, you know, like the first book. So with 145 books I own, there are 101 books I have not read out of 145, which means I think I've read 44. My math is bad. I think I read around 44 books out of my 145 books. And that is bad. That is very bad. I think I just need to read and prioritize my physical books. I get them, and then I don't want to read them because I want to prioritize my library books, because I think like I might not be able to get my library books as easily in the future, because I do plan on moving into my boyfriend's house or his mom's house in the future, which is literally in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by cornfields, and like there's no libraries. We would have to drive an hour to get to my library. So I'm just like trying to get all my library books as much as possible, but then it doesn't make sense because my taste changes, and I have a few YA books on the shelf I don't know if I'll ever actually enjoy anymore. So I think I'm going to just try my books from now on and go from there. If I have a month that I don't really have anything planned, if I have extra time in my month, so if I have months where I don't have a full TBR and I have like maybe 1 or 2 books I can add, I'm probably gonna add one of these. I'm gonna randomize a number from 1 to 30 and choose it off my shelf. There are so many series on this shelf though, and I don't want to start a bunch of series, but I need to at least try, and if I like them, I can just put them away and reread them if I want to read the whole series. It's a bit nerve-wracking for me, but it's something I really want to do to try to get my TBR down of my physical TBR. I don't buy many books anymore. I think maybe the first 3 years or so when I had my job and when I was able to get more books and like booktube and everything was newer for me, I didn't buy books all the time. This is something I accumulated within 4 years. So yeah, I don't really have many books that I've gotten recently. I think I've gotten like 4 books physically this entire year. So I've been cutting it down a lot. Still, I'm gonna be trying to read this and prioritizing these books. As long as I have more space in my TBR in the months, I will be able to do it. Okay, so this actually was an idea that I kind of got in reference to Meg with books, Wrapped Up Risk, where she wraps up a bunch of her books and she takes one randomly and then reads the book within it. It's very similar to that. So if you like this kind of concept, please check her channel out. It is Meg with books. I've been watching her for a while now and I really like those videos, even though she doesn't do them very often because they're not very fun to do. Usually she doesn't like the book that she unwraps. There's not really anything else I really plan on doing in the new year when it comes to my books or booktube. I just really want to make sure I keep on top of my booktube content, make sure I talk to you all, talk to the community, comment on everyone's videos. I really try to watch my booktubers that I'm subscribed to, but I think I have like 60 like smaller booktubers I watch, and that's just the smaller ones. And I keep growing because I just want to support everyone as much as I can. But it's gonna be a lot harder once I hopefully get a job soon, and I'm just gonna see what happens, but I am looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to the new year. I'm hoping that it is good for everyone. I'm hoping that everyone has a good new year. I'm hoping that 2023 is amazing for us, that it brings us happiness and health, and I don't know, like obviously it might not. I've had to deal with a lot of things in this year, the past few years, but I'm hopeful, I guess, that this will be a good year. I hope everyone has a happy new year and enjoys their next year, and let me know if you have any goals for your reading or just any like resolutions. I don't really do them anymore, but one of my resolutions is to just take care of myself mentally, physically, just in every type of situation. I just want to take care of myself and give goals to myself. I want to start maybe looking into getting a driver's license. I want to look into getting a job pretty early on, like in January if I can. I just want to make sure I take care of myself financially, physically, mentally, everything like that. Like I said, hope you have a great new year, and let me know if you have any resolutions or plans with your books or any series that you want to start next year or anything like that. I just thank you all for being here and sharing the later half of the year with me. I started my booktube channel, I think in May, I don't know, like 7 to 8 months ago, and I think it's one of the best decisions I made this year. I moved in with my boyfriend in December, so it's been about a year exactly, almost exactly, that I moved in with my boyfriend, and it's been an amazing experience. I don't think I would have ever done this channel if it weren't for him giving me a bit of confidence and cheering me on. So I just appreciate him, and I appreciate you all for being here and being part of the community and talking to me, and even people that don't comment. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So with that in mind, this is the end of the final video of this year, and I hope this works out. I hope we all do great with our reading. I hope 2023 just kicks butt and that we do all do an amazing job and we do great. So thank you again for watching. I hope we all have a great time. I hope we all have fun on our New Year's. I'm probably just gonna be chilling, you know, just having a good time. Happy New Year, happy reading, and I hope to see you all soon. Goodbye, everyone.